Building a custom home takes a lot of creativity and patience. We're standing on this lot that's considered a unique find in Encinitas, and we're about to talk to real estate developers who built 3 unique homes, all catered to the Encinitas lifestyle. Let's go take a look. All right, we're here in this beautiful home, a true gem in Encinitas. But before we get the grand tour of this lovely home, tell us about yourself. I'm told you're like the San Diego version of Property Brothers.
Yeah, you could say that, I guess. It's become that way. Kevin and I are part of a family team along with my dad, and we've been representing buyers, sellers, and investors since the 90s. And it's evolved of what we've been doing, and certainly the development side has been an exciting part of it. And that's really something that Kevin has headed up for us, and that's what you're seeing today.
How did you guys get started on this project alone? Because it's an interesting, unique lot, right? Tell us about that story.
It is. You know, it was based on other projects that we've been doing. There was a lady that owned this lot, and she saw our other projects, and she said, you know, I'm going to end up living next door. I really want somebody that's going to build a quality product, knows what they're doing. And so she approached us off market, which is rare, very unusual. And we were thrilled because this is a premier location in Encinitas, and we immediately saw it as a great opportunity to develop some beautiful custom homes.
Talking about developing beautiful custom homes, like what's the concept behind all of this, and how do you, I guess, come up with the concept of each design of each home, right? Because no one really likes a cookie cutter home, but these homes are obviously, they're unique to its own.
Right.
How do you get that concept?
Well, this goes back over 3 years, and our first step is deciding how are we going to cut this up where we can still maintain a good sized lot, take advantage of the ocean views, and do we divide it up into 4 lots? Do we keep it at 3? Or do we actually keep the lots as big as possible and just keep them at 2? So after we get through that first phase of site planning, and we get our civil engineer involved, we've got our architect involved, and we figure out with the lay of the land how best to lay everything out, then the architecture comes secondary to that. And then obviously it's a whole process with the city that takes anywhere from 6 months to 18 months, depending on the complexity.
What are you seeing in the way of design that people are kind of gearing their way to when they're picking like features in the home, right?
Right. So over the last 5 years, we've concentrated most of our homes here, North County coastal. We've had areas such as Rancho Santa Fe, Solana Beach, Encinitas, Carlsbad. So we do know what buyers are looking for, and we've looked at homes that we've done. They're all custom homes. We've looked at the feedback that we've got from the market, from the buyers, and really when it came to this project, it was a combination of really 3 of the favorite homes that we had. We actually, the 3rd home, we designed a second time, and that's why it's still getting built when we've got these 2 that are 100% complete. So we really look to see what the market's telling us. We like Spanish contemporary. We like the classic coastal craftsman. And what's really hot right now is the modern farmhouse. And that's what we have here.
And then you talk about the real estate market trends, right? What do you see yourself, or I guess what do you see the market kind of gearing towards in the real estate industry right now?
It's really interesting. I mean, the conversation over the last several years has been a lack of inventory. We're starting to see that shift, and it's a healthy shift. But when you're later in the cycle, what we find is that buyers become more picky about what they're buying. They want value, they want something that's unique, and they really value location. So honestly, that's what we have here is custom, unique homes that have incredible locations and offer the value. So even though the price point's in the $3 million range, we've got buyers, as I've mentioned before, from Seattle, from the Bay Area. I've got a buyer today, later this afternoon, that I'm touring from San Francisco. People coming from other markets that are actually higher price markets, and it's a mobile workforce, so people can work from home and live where they want to live and have the lifestyle that San Diego offers. So we're super excited about how this house, these homes and the market looks.
And can I interrupt?
Yeah.
On that note, you know, we do look at what the buyers are looking for.
Right.
So is it Cat 6 wiring throughout the house? Are we setting it up for security now, for direct TV, for satellite TV, for solar, for electric car chargers in the garage? So this is, when someone buys one of our homes, they're buying a home that is absolutely done. There shouldn't be any walls opened up to run wiring or just anything retrofit that would be what you would normally get when you buy a semi-custom home.
Yeah,
It's all been
it's
thought
truly
out.
unique to their own taste, right? Yeah.
Right.
And one thing I've noticed as well is that a lot of people are essentially downsizing, don't really want the bigger homes, or they're being more, I guess, mindful of the space they're using and utilizing really every space in the house. Wouldn't you agree? I mean,
Yeah, there's a balance. So other than the out-of-town buyers, we definitely are seeing Rancho Santa Fe buyers that maybe don't want to be on 5 acres or 10 acres, but they still want privacy. They still want some space. So you've got almost 1/2 acre lots for all 3 of these properties, and they have the Rancho Santa Fe, the top high-end finishes. So that's catering to the local market, but we also obviously have the market from out of state and even internationally.
not only is this a stunning house, but like we say in real estate, location, 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 right?
Diane, you're 100% correct. It is all about location. Not only are we at the crest of Encinitas that offers these ocean views, but it's a super easy walk to get into town, and there's a ton. There's restaurants, bars, coffee shop, everything there is super convenient.
I'm down to check it out. You have a place in mind you want to take me to?
I've got a place in mind.
All right.
Well, you guys enjoy your coffee. I'm going to go back to work. One of the property brothers has to do some work.
Hey, come on now.
All right, Ryan, you told me you were going to take me to a favorite spot in Encinitas. I was thinking a coffee shop or a restaurant. I can't help but notice that we're at a physical therapy clinic. Tell me about that.
Well, Encinitas has got lots of great restaurants, lots of great coffee shops, but this is where I've been hanging out for the last month. I had knee surgery, and so 2 or 3 times a week I'm in here, and these are such cool people, and they've done so much to help me get back to health, and I'm not quite done yet. They're still working on me, but I thought, what a great way to show what the community is all about, and another great local business here in Encinitas.
And physical therapy, I mean, is an important part of people's lives, right? What was your experience coming into here and just noticing the demographic and people that actually want to take part in physical therapy?
Yeah, and obviously a lot of times it's somebody that's maybe had an injury or a surgery like I had, and you've got to get back. And it's really interesting because you think about the surgery and you think, okay, well, time, I'll heal. But it's amazing to see what they can do to get you back quicker and have a long recovery. But they have people that come in for back pain, come in for balance issues. It's amazing. There's a lot of different things that they can help with.
A lot of wellness treatment, being in tune with your body, right? And
Right.
also being in tune with the community as
Yeah.
well, right? So just goes to show you that these businesses take part in the community, which is why it makes Encinitas a great place to live.
It is, and Mike, the owner here, is fantastic, and he's hired people that really, really care. Every time I'm in here, they're asking me about what's going on in my day or what's coming up on the weekend, and so it really fits in with their motto of gather, give, and grow. Is they really care about their patients, they care about the community, they sponsor local sports teams at the schools, local businesses. They have classes, free classes on how to identify back pain, what you can do about it. So they're not just in it to make a buck, they're definitely in the community, they live in the community, and they're just cool people.
All right, Ryan, thanks so much for sharing your experience. Maybe next time you'll take me to a coffee shop, huh?
I'll promise to do that. I've got a good one in mind.
Sounds good.
All right.
One of our good friends of the Lifestyle Show, Matt Spencer, who owns several hot spots throughout San Diego, including Kettner Exchange, has invited Jesse and I here today. And I know this is one of Jesse's absolute favorite spots. And he's supposed to meet me right here, but rumor has it he was here late last night. So something tells me I'm gonna find him inside. So the last time we were all together, we were in Firehouse at Pacific Beach. So a little different, a little beach vibe, but now we've transitioned and we're in Little Italy, right?
We are. A little more upscale.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, yes. And thanks for having us. Matt Spencer, owner of Kettner Exchange. By the way, one of my favorite spots here truly is. I've been here dozens and dozens of times.
Including last night.
Rumor has it I was here last night, yes. But this is just one of the great places in Little Italy. And I think really one of the spots that just changed Little Italy, especially over the past few years, right?
Yeah, it really did. I mean, Little Italy's been great for a long time, but it's been a lot of old school, kind of really good Italian restaurants all on India Street. And we were one of the first places here on Kettner Boulevard. It's us, Juniper and Ivy up the street, and now 2 or 3 have popped up. So it's making this area the culinary corridor of San Diego.
Yeah, it's a new hotspot, really.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of things, I mean, people come here, you're kind of the staple now down here, but there's so many little quirks that you wouldn't even know unless we get to talk to the owner.
Yeah, no, it's funny. People tell me that all the time, that they'll come and have one experience. You were mentioning that earlier. You can come and have a really high-end dinner and go home and have a nice night. You can come a little later for the lounge atmosphere, hear DJs, have a glass of wine. It's a little bit more fun. And they're 2 totally different experiences.
It's like 2 different restaurants almost.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, you get more bang for your buck, I think.
And the food is phenomenal, right?
appreciate
so your
that.
chef is award-winning?
Yeah, Chef Brian Redzikowski, he's amazing. In fact, he just competed at an organization called Koshan. It's around pork, but he won in LA, and then he went to Chicago. We think he got People's Choice. He didn't win, but it's just an honor for him to be there.
It's all about People's Choice.
People's Choice. That's the award I want to win. Yeah.
And you're doing a couple events also that come up to play with your chef, right?
Yeah, we do a bunch of events. Most of the events that we do here are all culinary based. So we have a secret chef's table in the kitchen, and that's only 10 or 12 people. But for example, for Halloween, we do a dinner for 20 people on top of the donut shop. Big reveal next door, and it's going to be a murder mystery. But it's very high-end food and wine, all paired with the chef. He can do whatever he wants. It's really fun.
I am there.
I'm a big donut fan, so tell us a little bit more about the donut shop.
You know, when I was 12 years old, I woke up and I was like, I want to own a donut shop out of a dream. No, we were in.
I was like, tell me more. I was so into
It
it.
gets weird. No, I'm just kidding. We were in LA, we were in Chicago, and we were in a great restaurant. And we found out the great restaurant also had a donut shop nearby that they made donuts in the morning, and then when they sold out, they closed. And I always thought that was so cool. And we got this space, it's 10,000 square feet. We thought, you know, let's try that. So we have this very high-end donut shop called the Devil's Dozen right next door. Handmade every day. Those poor girls get there at 4 a.m. But I mean, you can taste it. It's not your neighborhood donut shop. It's very...
A little bit more of a high end.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it has a rooftop, what would you call it, deck?
Yeah, it just worked out architecturally. I didn't really think about it until we opened the donut shop, and I was, drinking my mocha and having a coffee and staring at the bay. And I thought, this has got to be the only donut shop in the world with a bay view.
I think so.
The best view.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And you said you had me at coffee there. You have the only organic coffee?
Yeah, there's a company here, local in San Diego. They're in Barrio Logan, Cafe Virtuoso, and I believe they're the only organic coffee still in San Diego. It's a lot of certifications to get that, so we carry it. And it's, you're Little Italy. People are very conscious about organic and, that kind of thing.
That makes sense. So you have the rooftop deck for the donut shop, but you also have the rooftop deck and bar
Yes.
here
Correct.
at Kettner.
Correct. It's a beast to run this place. Yeah. So, one of my things, I used to go to a lot of nice restaurants around San Diego, and about 10 o'clock, the tumbleweeds blow through. It's kind of time to go home. And, I don't want to go to a nightclub and get in line. So I thought European model is more go to a nice restaurant, and then like a DJ plays kind of chill out kind of music, and you can still drink wine. You don't leave the same venue. And for me, that's what I tried to create here. It's a little new for San Diego, but so far it's clearly working really
Yeah.
well.
It's working. Trust me, it's
And
working.
there's definitely a feature in some of your cabanas that make people not want to leave as well, right?
Yeah, that was kind of on a whim, but there's 5 cabanas, 4 small ones, 1 big one, and each cabana has its own beer tap. And you come in and we take your credit card and they give you a little wristband and you can just pour your own beer. If you call ahead of time, you can put on tap whatever you want. If you get the bigger cabana, there's 2 taps. So you get your friend that wants the light beer, you get your friend that wants the darker beer, and I think 3 of the 5 are equipped with their own TVs, so you can put whatever on you want. From a technological standpoint, we kind of wired it that way. So a Saturday afternoon, you could watch the game, get your own beer for brunch, correct? and still have, you know, kind of lounge music out here. So you're watching the game and you're out here listening to music, having
Right.
a glass of champagne.
That's the best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be here.
So for someone who say it's their first time, they're just visiting, what's your advice for them?
For Kettner Exchange
Yes.
specifically, I mean, without putting it out there, I would say definitely come at the tail end, grab a donut and a coffee and sit up there and catch up on your emails. But I would get here at, you know, 8, 9 o'clock and have a really nice meal. You've got a little wine in you, and right around 10 o'clock, the DJ starts playing, and just switch out to a cabana. And, you know, you can spend the night here till 2 a.m. just
Absolutely.
having a nice time. You don't have to repark the car and re-valet, and hopefully you're Ubering
Right.
anyways.
Yep.
Unless you live close by, right?
Absolutely.
You have a property just down the street.
Yeah, on the real estate side of things, I do actually. Just down the street, literally in Mission Hills, we have a beautiful 5-bedroom, 4-bath home that just
nice.
came on the market, and it's under our Harcourt's luxury auction platform. So you know our auction properties, they go really fast. What I love about this property is the views. You can literally see downtown, you can see the bay, Coronado Islands.
You can walk from here?
Yeah, it's about a 30-second Uber ride, let's put it that way.
Nice.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's looking to buy.
There you go, sold.
But
it's a
is
great
the
place.
view as good as the Devil's Dozen view?
Ooh, I don't know, that's a tough one to top. Yeah, a donut in hand, I don't know, that's a tough one.
Well, thank you so much, Matt, for having us again in one of your beautiful locations. We're going to visit another one, I promise you that. And
Absolutely.
Jesse, we're going to have to be here another time.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming, you guys.
Thanks.